you going? Enjoying the day?
No, it's a wonderful day. I've never seen such a wide collection of vehicles. It's actually amazing.
What sort of car did you have as a youngster?
Car?
Yeah, what do you...
When I was a youngster. I wasn't on the road, my dear.
Well, what was your first car?
A Ford, T-model Ford.
T-model. There's some of those up here today?
Yes, quite a lot of them, yeah.
And what does this date back to, this outfit?
Oh, back to about 1924, the vehicle. This is the actual, the actual uniform the yellow cab taxi drivers used to wear.
Was there a lot of business back then?
Well, I don't know. There was quite a lot of them around in Adelaide.
And this was the yellow cab here?
This is the yellow cab, yes.
And was it a reliable car today on the way up?
Very much so, yes.
No problems?
No problems whatsoever.
Well, last time we saw you, you were stopped on the side of the road, but you've obviously got here okay.
Oh, it was only a minor problem, just like, you know, like a heart bypass. We had to do it with the ignition and get a short piece of wire about long and loop it around to make the ignition work. But
did it take you long to work it out?
No,
we knew what
I knew
was
immediately
wrong.
what was wrong.
We had the piece of wire ready.
An old hair clip, was it?
No, piece of electrical wiring.
Yeah. And you didn't have to get the penny farthing off and pedal?
Well, when I got up here, I went for a few demo rides up and down the street and showed a few tricks to the people. But some of my mates are still coming, I think, on their bikes.
You'll meet them on the way back, probably.
Most likely, yeah.
While yarns are swapped about the trip, some tall, some true, judging is already underway for the Concours d'Elegance. While the bulk of the entrants have just come along for the run, around 300 vehicles are vying for the title of Best Overall Effect, which includes car and passengers. But just what do the judges look for?
The people who are going to be in the finals are those people that are authentically dressed for the period of the car, total family group with the car. That's the reason for the title.
The action wasn't only on the ground as Chris Baru and Sandy Robinson performed their aerial antics. Time of the day, the Morris dancers with a taste of an English village fair. By now, the judges had narrowed the field to 20 of the finest, most authentically turned out vehicles. Just one of them would win the Concours d'Elegance. In the main street of Birdwood, they lined up for final inspection. The sidewalk experts had picked their favourites. Now the wait for the official verdict. Just time for a final polish. The judges meticulously inspect each finalist. Those painstaking hours of toil were being put to the test. Accuracy to original detail vital.
As a judge, what are you looking for in the cars?
Perfection. Very hard to find. I don't know whether there's any
any vehicle you could say is faultless. But, you know, there are a lot of traps for young players which even we amateurs might easily miss, where people are wearing nylon shoes or carrying nylon bags, whereas, of course, nylon was not invented at the time of the age of the vehicle. So you've got to look to see if there's dirt under the mud guards, if there's any materials that were not in regular use at the time of the car. And this final judging is obviously going to be pretty difficult.
Obviously, the vehicles need to be as close to original condition as possible, but obviously today, in this day and age, you just can't get some of those parts.
No.
So do you have to make allowances for the fact that some of the parts have been made?
Oh, yes. I mean, you do have to make, for instance, on the motorcycles, to ride a motorcycle now, you've got to have 2 rear vision mirrors, which you never did until recent times. So you've got to allow a certain amount for those sorts of things, but hopefully we'll find a vehicle that's as near as possible to perfect as one can get.
You made the 25 list. Does that surprise you?
It does surprise me, but I'm very pleased about it. From what it was to what it is now, perhaps 18 months ago, we're more than pleased, and from a wreck to this is something we're really proud of.
What's the history of
the car was bought in Heathcote for $100, and I put $8,000 into it and a lot of labour. I didn't count the hours because it would frighten me to do such. But we're more than pleased to be here today.
It's been a great day, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the car ran well all the way?
Magnificent.
Yeah.
Yes.
You take it out for...
We do. We're members of the Oldsmobile Club in Melbourne. We're going down there for a club meet in, let me see, October 26th, which is Grand Prix Day. We're deserting this place a little, but we're going down there for our club day, so it'll go okay, I'm sure.
Then, after what seemed an agonisingly long time, especially for the finalists, the judges' votes were in and the final tabulation underway. With excitement mounting, former Governor of South Australia, Sir Mark Oliphant, stepped up to the microphone for the all-important announcement.
The winner of the Jubilee Bay to Birdwood Run Concours d'Elegance competition, driving a 1909 Renault Roadster.
And a very surprised winner, Colin Davis, and his wife Joan of Mount Gambier. Their immaculately turned out Renault winning the day.
Well, you look the part, you certainly do. The car is a treat to both of you, credit to both of you.
Yes, we have enjoyed being here, and we enjoy getting home safely now.
Well, you obviously were entered to win it, because I spoke to you this morning, you were just out to have a good day.
We're just out to have a good day. And we've done that. This makes it.
Capped it off with a grand prize.
Everybody that had a car in the rally today, I wish they could have had this. They would have got just as much pleasure out of this work. But I do think that anybody who's brought any sort of a car up here today deserves praise for keeping our heritage, keeping it going, and being interested in life and interested enough to do that sort of thing.
And so it all came to an end. A day of not just one, but of thousands of winners. Carl Benz may have long since passed, but his spirit lives on in the hearts of all who shared in our Jubilee year Bay to Birdwood Run.
Stay on 10 Now's Andrew Stevens and Miami Vice's Don Johnson star in the sequel to The Bastard, the 2-part miniseries, The Rebels.